What's going on, Aces? Welcome back to the channel. Kroy Biermann has filed for divorce from Kim Zolciak a second time. So the Real Housewives of Atlanta and the Don't Be Tardy alums, their renewed marital harmony, short-lived, actually under less than 2 months after withdrawing from their May filing. Kroy has filed for divorce for a second time. He has once again determined that his marriage to Kim Zolciak is irretrievably broken. And according to the documents obtained by People, the former Bravo star has refiled for divorce for the second time in 4 months. Just a side note, they don't stop wasting these people time. You remember how Kim kept trying to call the police, like they were calling the police back and forth over little petty squabbles and arguments. I need Kim and Kroy to grow up. Because at this point, that's a lot of paperwork. They're wasting a lot of people's time. That could be, them working on paying down these astronomical debts to credit card companies, IRS, everybody and their mama, okay, in the ATL. But I'll continue reading. So this was the second time in 4 months after him and Zolciak both filed to legally dissolve their 12-year union back in May. Then they decided not to split in July in an attempt to reconcile. So People, they obtained the documents nearly 3 months ago when the Real Housewives of Atlanta alum called off the split. It was granted a, quote, dismissal without prejudice of answer and counterclaim by the Superior Court of Fulton County in Georgia. Just a side note, shout out to Fulton County because they are booked and busy, okay? They got the spotlight on them with, Trump and Giuliani and the 18 associates. They got Kim and Kroy. My goodness, they are busy. Under a filing of without prejudice, Zolciak's claim against Bierman is stopped with immediate effect. So though Kim retains the right to refile her claim in the future, I really wish that they would make up their mind. I mean, of course, I'm always going to bring you the updates because I want to keep everybody informed, but my goodness, people, get it together. Shortly after the news of the filing was made public, their daughter, Kroy Bierman, shared a selfie on her Instagram story with a hopeful message which read, "God is so good." Now that's true, Ariana. God is so good all the time. The pair both initially filed for divorce in early May, with Zolciak, 45, calling their marriage irretrievably broken with no hope of reconciliation in her filing. The couple, whose November 2011 wedding was documented on the first season of Don't Be Tardy, they share 4 children together, 9-year-old twins, Kaya Rose and Ken Wren, plus sons Cash Cade, who's 10, and then Kroy Jagger, who's 11. Bierman, who's 37 years old, I didn't realize he was that much younger than Kim. They're almost a decade apart. My goodness. Also legally adopted Zolciak's older daughters, Brielle, who's 26, and Ariana, who's 21. He adopted them in 2013. So in an Instagram video the following month, Bierman opened up about taking time to self-reflect amidst the couple's temporary split. He says, "I came across a really cool part of the book that I was reading today, and it suggested that I praise myself according to several specific character traits," he said in the clip. Okay, self-improvement's always great. Bierman shared 6 questions from the unnamed book, including, when have you taken initiative to right a wrong? What skills are you working to hone? He said, were prompts to reflect upon, answer, and journal on to see where I am in my journey of self-improvement. Zolciak's co-star Sheree Whitfield said that her friend was taking time to heal amidst the relationship turmoil. She says, "I'm in touch with her and I was shocked." Whitfield, who's 53, told Andy Cohen on Watch What Happens Live in June. She says, "I thought that her and Kroy were going to be forever. I'm really sad for them." Whitfield added, "I've been in contact with her and she's not doing well. She's taking it really bad." So that's where the People article ends. I feel bad for the kids. I'm going to be honest. I think that, I've heard a lot of stories from friends growing up that have come from divorced and broken homes. It's always difficult. A lot of kids, internalize that, even though, of course, it's not their fault that their parents were unable to make it work, but they could be, really good co-parents. But I don't know what's going on with Kroy and Kim. I don't know if she's back to gambling again. If you guys remember, Kroy accused her of um, significantly. I mean, he posted the receipts online too. So she, as soon as those direct deposits hit, and they were like six-figure direct deposits, she would be online gambling to the point where they kept getting hit with the $36 fees, for not having enough money to cover her gambling debts. So, I don't know. That could be an issue. Again, like we saw going back and forth where they would continuously call the police on each other. That has to be really hard on the kids because they have, four small children. I mean, the older ones, Ariana saying God is good, which she's absolutely right. They won't be as affected as their kids. They have four under 12. Like the twins are 9. Then they have the 10-year-old and 11-year-old. So I'm not sure what's going to happen if they split up. Are they going to each have to file bankruptcy because they are owing all this money to the IRS? Because she got hit with the second lawsuit the exact same day that she's getting sued for $156,000 for unpaid credit card bills. So it says here that the documents show that Kim is being sued by a debt collection company for $156,000 and 64 cents. And that includes the interest that has accrued since she stopped making payments on the credit card, on a Saks. So a Saks, which had a $115,000 credit limit. Oh, okay. So that's plus the interest. Okay. So the documents show that Kim's last payment to Capital One came on September 17th, 2022, in the amount of $4,179. So that was a year ago, like literally almost a year ago, because September's next month. The credit card with a 25.49 interest rate, dang, has been restricted and cannot be used. Wow. So it says Kroy filed for divorce for the second time on Thursday at the Fulton County Superior Court in Georgia. He filed the paperwork on 1:06 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then Kim got sued at 3:41 p.m. the same day, also in Fulton County Superior Court. This is not the first time that she's been sued for an unpaid bill. She's been, of course, you guys know, taken to Instagram trying to sell her wigs and her daughter's bags. And my goodness, they're going to have to sell that house and get jobs. I don't know, or file for bankruptcy or something. I don't know. But yeah, it says nearly 2 months after continuous mudslinging and accusations of physical violence. You guys remember that's what Kroy said from Kim. The pair shocked everyone when they announced that they were tossing their divorce filings in early July. I have to say, I was shocked when they said that they were going to get back together, but I was thinking that maybe, it's cheaper to keep her, like they were going to try to work together to pay down some of these debts. But I'm thinking that Kroy is like, you know what, $156K, that's a little bit too much for me. Let me go ahead and separate. And financially, to be honest, that's the smart move because look at, Melody and Martell Holt, right? They both, when they divorced, they both filed bankruptcy and started over. And Melody is thriving, doing so well with her 7th Avenue line. And Martell's not so much. He's still studying, trying to pass that builder's exam. But anyway, you guys, drop down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts about Kroy filing for divorce for the second time on the same day that Kim gets sued 2 hours later for this $156K. Dang, when it rains, it pours. If you're new here, like I said, welcome. Please be sure to like the video. It's a free way to support the channel. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. I will talk with you later. Take care, Aces. Enjoy your weekend. Bye.